base. Mine on my money like it's tatted on my face. They say time, money, and I got plenty to waste. I'm headed to the money, it's a high-speed chase. And no, I ain't stopping, I done bled my brakes. It's money over bitches and you bitch niggas cake. And I'm on my grind, getting it till I fill up my plate. I make bread, y'all niggas make mistakes. Till I make it shake, I'm on the clock and I don't take a break. I call it 24-hour fitness, the way I lose weight. Gotta stack it every minute, maybe before it's base. Mine on my money like it's tatted on my face. They say.
What's up, you guys? We're back with another one, man. So we're gonna be talking about reacting on the new YouTube policy that they just dropped, man. And that's basically the new YouTube policy. Got a little bit tougher for the smaller channels, basically, man. They made it a little bit tougher. Seems like they want to focus mainly on the bigger channels on their platform. So the monetization, they made it a little harder for the smaller channels. But anyways, we're going to get into this video right here and see how if they can break it down a little bit better for us. So,
good news, everyone! YouTube, in what appears to be a much-needed step in the right direction, has decided to publicly address some changes that they've been making to the platform. And, holy shit, even when they're forthcoming about things, it really makes them look like the worst people on the whole internet.
At least I got this belt buckle out of it.
Yeah, and when we hit 925, they sent us this, and things just haven't been the same since.
So yeah, some changes are coming to YouTube, and it's almost certainly not related to anything that their young, blonde-haired, muscular child stars did to exploit their...
Alright, you guys, if you don't know, the Suicide Forest upload that he did with the dead body, this is why the policy is changing. This is why I think the policy is changing. This is why it's getting harder. They need to focus on more people like Logan Paul. Because how did his video get out? Like I said in my last video, how did the video of the body get out? If the video of the body wouldn't have got out, he wouldn't have got bashed. They wouldn't be in trouble. So they have things they need to fix. But let's get back into this.
Audience. This change looks like it's being put into place in order to free up a fuck ton of overhead for YouTube, Google, its employees, and probably 2 or 3 incredibly overworked accountants.
Jesus Christ, come on, guys!
Now, what the hell's going on here? So, late yesterday, YouTube sent out what we can only imagine are millions of emails to creators who all of a sudden fall below a new, seemingly arbitrary threshold for what can be considered monetizable on their platform. In other words, you're not making any more money. Here's an example of the email. We found this one posted by friend of the show, Jamie Williams, on Twitter.
Under the new eligibility requirements announced today, your YouTube channel, Jam Man, is no longer eligible for monetization because it does not meet the new threshold of 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers.
Which, side note, is a damn shame. That channel is full of ETC memes.
Yeah.
You should really go check it out.
I feel like he's being punished. Sorry, Jamie. Continues. As a result, your channel will lose access to all monetization tools and features associated with the YouTube Partner Program on February 20th, 2018, unless you surpass this threshold in the next 30 days. Accordingly, this email serves as a 30 days notice that your YouTube Partner Program terms are terminated. And
there's going to be so many kids scrambling to just, like, shitpost their way out of this.
Basically, before February 20th, there's going to be a lot of people trying to upload, gain subscribers. Like I said, for monetization, it just got harder, man. You gotta have a lot of channels trying to get 1,000 subscribers. Upload time, watch time at least 5,000. They done made it a little bit harder, so people are gonna be scrambling around trying to meet these goals. So if you're a smaller YouTube channel and you need this, I mean, sub for sub, I mean, you gotta help each other out if you're trying to make a little money, because they made it a little bit harder.
I'm going to Japan.
I'm going to Japan. I'm gonna dig up a fucking graveyard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna snort someone's ashes.
It's gonna be an interesting month.
I'm gonna rent a house in West Hollywood and just fucking trash it and treat my neighbors like shit.
Here's the thing, though. Regardless of the threshold or whatever, the email comes off very dickish, but...
Yeah, a little blunt. A little blunt.
Yeah. Welcome to the corporate world, kids.
As these notifications were being sent out, YouTube updated its creators blog with a full explanation of the new policy, which reads as follows. 2017 marked a tough year for many of you, with several issues affecting our community and the revenue earned from advertising through the YouTube Partner Program, YPP. Despite those issues, more creators than ever are earning a living on YouTube, with the number of channels making over 6 figures, up over 40% year over year. In 2018, a major focus for everyone at YouTube is protecting our creator ecosystem and ensuring your revenue is more stable. Your meaning these people.
Everyone else's, yeah. It continued, as Susan, the CEO of YouTube, mentioned in December, we're making changes to address the issues that affected our community in 2017 so we can prevent bad actors from harming the inspiring and original creators around the world who make their living on YouTube. A big part of that effort will be strengthening our requirements for monetization so spammers, impersonators, and other bad actors can't hurt our ecosystem or take advantage of you while continuing to reward those who make our platform great. Back in April of 2017, we set a YPP eligibility requirement of 10,000 lifetime views. While that threshold provided more information to determine whether a channel followed our community guidelines and policies, it's been clear over the last few months that we need a higher standard.
Starting today, we're changing the eligibility requirement for monetization to 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months.
Okay, back in April 2017, we set a YPP eligibility requirement of 10,000 lifetime views. While that threshold provides more information to determine whether a channel follows our community guidelines and policies, it's been clear over the last few months that we need a higher standards. Okay, 10,000 lifetime views. That's every video posted. If it totals 10,000 views, then you could get monetized possibly. Starting today, we're changing the eligibility requirement for monetization to 4,000 hours within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. So they're changing it to 4,000 watch hours in the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers.
And 1,000 subscribers. We've arrived at these new thresholds after thorough analysis and conversations with creators like you. Just not you.
Yeah,
creators
like you. You wouldn't want that. You'd be like, what? No, give me my money.
They will allow us to significantly improve our ability to identify creators who contribute positively to the community and help drive more ad revenue to them and away from those bad hombres, bad actors. These higher standards will also help us prevent potentially inappropriate videos from monetizing, which can hurt revenue for everyone.
And they really have it out for Alden Ehrenreich, the guy from Han Solo. Bad actor. Get him off the platform.
He's a good actor.
I like him. It's just ironic.
Again, another person that's being hurt because of that is the Jiffy guy, if you don't know. It's Jiffy, Mario Jiffy, or it's something like that. You can go check him out. He's gonna be punished for that because of his. I mean, it's funny, everyone watches it, but they making it harder. He's not gonna be able to get paid for it.
That his first major role was him being bad at acting, and his second major role has been dragged through the press as him being actually bad at acting. Nice guy, though.
Time is a flat circle. Anyway, YouTube then explained the end date, and they reiterated the policy. They continued with this. Though these changes will affect a significant number of channels, 99% of those affected were making less than $100 per year in last year, with 90% earning less than $2.50 in the last month. You scrub! Any of the channels who no longer meet this threshold will be paid what they've already earned based on our AdSense.
Alright, basically, if you're not Logan Paul, Jake Paul, or anybody else, you're not gonna be making shit. They had about 15,000 subscribers on that channel. 15 million, subscribers to that channel. And was meeting damn near that many views. So they were making all the money. They just made it way easier. They made it basically way easier for them. That's what I want to say. They were trying to make their job easier.
Policies. After thoughtful consideration, we believe these are necessary compromises to protect our community.
Now it continues on talking about how this is strictly being used to prevent channels that have no business running ads on them, and that regarding larger channels who also screw things up for everyone, they will talk closely with some creators some creators to hear their thoughts on how the platform can improve. Stop. I will stop. Yeah, basically they're going to talk to the nice, friendly folks who think they're on the Disney Channel and be like, what can we do to fix the... Guys, come on, just tell us. Anyways, I'm sure it'll be a real think tank of content creators. That panel will be eclectic.
And loud. Guys, just calm down. Just
hey, what's up? Susan walks in the room, they go, what's up, everybody? Every single person in every chair says that. What's up, guys?
We filmed a thing at the YouTube space. It's got to be like 2 or 3 years ago now, involving a lot of other influencers. And there was one point that I looked around, and we were the only influencers not currently filming a vlog simultaneously.
Yeah. I just sat there and played video games on my phone. That place was crazy, though. They used to have like a slide pole or whatever, but then Glozell went down and broke her leg or something, so they had to it's because the old creators ruin everything for the young creators.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, people are pretty pissed about this whole thing, but most we've seen negatively talking about this new policy then go on to admit that they weren't really making any money off the platform anyway. And a lot of the examples were from people who'd stopped making content altogether, or at the very least weren't focusing on their channel or their YouTube channel. They do other things. They weren't focusing in a way that would result in clearing that threshold.
Yeah, it's obviously it's hardest for creators that are currently trying to grow and whose videos consist of content that is much harder and time intensive for solo creators to produce. Things like animation, sketches, short films, and so on. An animator who takes months to make something special and totally awesome but doesn't have returning subscribers and hasn't hit that 4,000 hour threshold is obviously going to be disheartened by the fact that it seems like YouTube doesn't want them there.
Now, based on that 4,000...
Like he was just saying, just imagine you taking the time out to do animation and you just starting off. You're spending more time to upload that video, to get that video out, than you're getting attention back at that video. So it's going to be harder, way harder.
Hour threshold, an animator or sketch comedy group who put a lot of time into something and can't constantly release things the same way that others can. It's easy to see why they would be worried, considering the fact that typically the threshold for even showing an ad is 1 minute, so that's what I used here. The fact that a 1 minute long video would need to get 240,000 views to make their channel eligible. Obviously, if they're doing more than just one video a year, it becomes more attainable, but that's also making sure that those views are people who actually watch.
And then you got to think about it, like, I'm using the Paul brothers a lot in this video because I don't want to force and blame it on him, but like Jake Paul, he's surrounded I don't even think, see, we take time out to edit our videos. We have to edit our videos to get them out. I don't even think Jake Paul edits his videos. He has people to edit his videos. That way, while they're editing, he's making more content. You know, it's constantly going in. He has the views, man.
The entire video.
Yeah.
You can make a 5-minute video, and if people are watching 30 seconds of it, you're running into the same problem.
Engagement is generally 50% is I'd say an average. I don't know who's clicking on videos and just leaving, but 50% seems to be like
it's a cool game. You just like Netflix. Nah, I'm gonna watch 10 seconds of something and skip. Yeah. Just skip. Anyways, in general, YouTube's new threshold, it's fairly low if you're attempting to do YouTube as a full or even a part-time job and are consistently posting throughout the years. You could just law of averages, the more you post, the less hard it is to reach that threshold because the time is going to add up. But anyways.
But yeah, based on these numbers, if you just hit the threshold for payment and are basing your monetization on an older model that isn't really in use or accurate anymore, you'd be making under $500 a year at the point of the threshold, which, yeah, that's not nothing. But it is the literal bare minimum to be able to get paid out. And that's over an entire year. So it's not exactly funding your project.
Yeah.
You're not quitting your day job.
Once I crunched these numbers based on an old, antiquated CPM model, it becomes clear that in some way it did seem like YouTube was shooting for that bare minimum of they want their creators to be able to make $500 a year before they start writing checks. So the move does, however, seem like it's a good thing for bigger creators and anyone who goes far past that minimum because in theory, it does two things. It benefits YouTube simply because they don't need to analyze millions of smaller channels, sell ads on those videos, or create a paper trail of a bunch of $100 payments, which is the current US dollar limit you'd need to reach to cash out. And it also reduces the size of the potential pool that ads go out to, which in theory means that some channels, I'm not going to do it. Some channels might see better monetization overall, but considering the massive size of the platform, this would be negligible to most creators out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. In overall, yeah, it sucks that your little pocket change, your beer money, isn't going to be coming in. But with the whole adpocalypse constantly rearing its ugly head, it's going to be a lot easier for YouTube to regain the trust of the advertisers that it needs to full of 100,000 channels that they could throw ads at.
Well, yeah,
instead of
and
10 million.
That's the funny thing too, is like the most vocal people out there are the people that are on YouTube every day, and a lot of them want to make channels like this. And that's what's funny about this is even when.
Alright, man, I'm gonna cut that video short, man. It's a 15-minute long video. Which I need. I probably need to upload this onto my YouTube channel as we speak. But basically, they make it's got the policy makes it a little bit harder for smaller channels. It makes you really want to say, do you want to do this? Because I mean, you're not gonna make that much to support your dog. Basically, you're not gonna make enough to support your dog. So it's like, bro, do you want to spend all your time into YouTube when you can basically, I done seen on people's channels, why go to school when you can do YouTube and make this, make that, make that? Well, it's getting harder. You have to actually go viral. And I mean, when I say viral, you have to go viral and then pray that the people get on your channel and like and then subscribe and then just do that just so you can get monetization. So your it's like shit, they you gotta have the funnest life ever, man, because it's like daily vlogging ain't even gonna do it no more, man, basically. And that's how a lot of people start off, daily vlogging on their daily life. But the way these policies are changing, it's like it's gonna get harder for people to get monetized, to start making money. But anyways, man, I'm gonna end this video right here, man. That's the video, man. Y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, man.